my way, not on my way, the other day. That's all I was about to say. And y'all, I feel like it's so disrespectful. And I'm going live about it, to talk about it, to make a video, because it's hurting me, it's eating at me, it's annoying me, it's making me angry. It's making me more angry than what happened. It's making me more angry than the attack itself. Y'all, people for real lost their lives in a really tragic way. In a really, really tragic, horrific way. Can you imagine that shit? Can you imagine? I don't want to. And I think a lot of people don't want to. But you know what I think a part of the problem is? Because we want to talk about the rest of the problem in a second. But I think a part of the problem is that as a city, we've been so desensitized to violence. And I know that that's something that gets spoken on a lot. But it's true. We talk about it for a lot of different things. But that's the truth. You know? I gotta say, I'm not gonna start off with that. There is a lack of reverence for the souls of the departed. And I'm gonna keep saying it like that. There is a lack of reverence for the souls of the departed. How would you feel if you or someone you know was injured in that incident and the attack? How would you feel? How would you feel if you or somebody that you know was injured or was gone? How would you feel to know that 36 hours later, give or take a couple hours, they reopened the street? They did a second line, mini second line. They put down 14 yellow roses. Master P was in the building, walking with T.D. Cantrell. Now everything's Gucci. They got the guards out. They got the barricades up. Things fucking fancy fresh. You know what I'm saying? It's funky fresh up in this bitch. You gonna party like it's 1999. I'm fucking angry. Like, this shit is stupid. It's stupid. It's stupid. Bitch, it's stupid. Yes, the sun's actually in my eyes. Bro, this shit is unacceptable. It's actually unacceptable. I'm not okay with it. About as usual. That's not a usual thing. That's not usual. That's not as usual. Okay? Like I said on my story the other day, for the most part, we was acting right. Okay, and yes, I got Mardi Gras beads on my shirt. And I just realized that. But the message of the shirt says, this is the day that the Lord has made, let us rejoice and be glad. Okay? I'm going to find some honey love. Hold up. Getting loud. Hold on. Where's the phone? Okay. As I was saying, we're back. We didn't need, I can't say don't because it's already happening. We didn't need to do a bounce back thing from this. That's not what needed to happen. Like, yeah, that needed to happen, but it didn't need to happen in less than 48 hours. And I'm saying this as I'm headed downtown and it's making me cringe. Like, I understand that our government the governance of this city wants to show to the big buck billionaires that they're not thrown off, that, you know, they are capable. They want to show them that they're capable of maintaining the flow of the economy for the big game. Big games, but the big game for the Super Bowl. It's for the Super Bowl. Don't nobody give a shit about the Sugar Bowl. Okay? The only reason that the Sugar Bowl mattered was because if they couldn't handle the Sugar Bowl, then they damn well wouldn't be able to handle the Super Bowl or some shit like that. There's something missing. I don't even want to cut through the quarter right now. Usually I would cut through the quarter. I'm not doing that. I don't want to go around the bitch. I don't even want to be down there, but I have to. Not even for work. I just gotta go run an errand real quick and then take my ass home. But bruh, I'm gonna have to do another video because and just like put them together. I'm gonna have to do another video and just like put them together. Because like I'm not processing what I really want to say. Like, everything that I wanted to say is not coming out. Hi, Key. Everybody that, and I don't care if you get mad if I say this, get mad, okay? And reflect on it. Everybody that's saying, oh, yeah, we bounce back stronger than ever. Yeah, that's the spirit of New Orleans. Y'all sound fucking stupid. It's pissing me off how many people are saying that. Why the fuck are y'all saying that? Somebody said, New Orleans never gets a break. New Orleans never gets to grieve. New Orleans never gets to rest. They don't let us. Like, that's fucking traumatic. It's tragic. It's also traumatic. It is sombering. It should be sombering. I really appreciated the very calm energy that I felt when I was out on New Year's Day. I will say that. But people walking over where multiple people's brains were fucking splattered on the ground. Literally. It's not okay. What kind of psychopaths are y'all? That's psycho. Like, who wants to go walk through that? It's either that you're fucking psycho, you're not psycho, but you're definitely spiritually detached. Okay? Because, like, the world is really fucked up, as we've been seeing, you know, in recent times, in recent years, we've been seeing like, oh shit, the world's fucked up. Oh, the world's fucked up. The world's fucked up. Yeah, it is. This is a great fucking example. This is the perfect example of how fucked up the world is. I even say, oh, Brianna, people have jobs. First of all, do y'all work on that fucking street? I don't know anybody who's ever said that they was hurting from working on that street. You know what I'm saying? No matter what their profession was. Correct me if I'm wrong. Like, if you want to make a lot of money, if you want to make good money, you go and you work on that street, you face the beast, and you take your ass downtown and you go work on Burbon. Something I've never done, because I ain't got fucking heart for that. I don't like Burbon Street. I don't. At one point, I liked it. I don't think I've ever loved it. I think at one point I was like that was like the place to go. That was the place to go hang out, right? When you want to get turned up and fucked up, right? But that was in my early 20s, like the beginning, when I first started drinking. And that lasted for not long. You see? 6 years. 18 or 20. Yeah, that's about right. I've gone on Burbon to go hang out and party, you know, since I was 23. But it never had the same energy, you know? Like, once certain things started to fade, once certain habits, once certain habits started to fade, once certain wants started to fade, once like, excuse me, you good, look. Once like, honestly, once I fucked up a couple of my friendships, at least one of my friendships, like, I wasn't going down there. I didn't have a reason to. And then around, I was still going out there in 2017. But that is when, like, working out there during the daytime, doing canvassing, that's when it started to, like, turn my stomach. Because, like, the smell of Bourbon Street, if you're smelling it during the daytime, like, it permeates the quarter. Like, and then once I got sober, bruh, passing a bar makes me fucking queasy. But that's me. You know, other people, I don't fault other people for liking bourbon. A part of me sees a little bit of fault in it. But I don't fault people for wanting a place to go have a good time and sharing some revelry, you know. I don't fault people for that. But what I do feel is that there's a time and place for everything. And I feel that there was a better time to open up that place again. The Sugar Bowl could have went without it. Them restaurants out there were not hurting at all. It was literally New Year's Eve. They literally just made a fuck ton of money. So much fucking money. They just made money. Money. Anybody that was working down there, all the businesses made bank. Figure out where I'm going. Yeah, give me a second. Let me figure out where I'm going. Hold on. Okay, I know where I'm going. And okay, I don't want to call y'all stupid if you feel like, you know, the bounce back is real or whatever. That makes me feel bad. I don't want to call y'all stupid. If you're watching this, And somehow I said that and excuse me. Thank you. And, you know, you feel the way. I'm sorry. But, yo, that's not, why? Can somebody please explain to me why you feel that way? Or don't. I'm not sure I actually can be convinced. I can't be convinced that that's okay. I can't be convinced that there's a good reason to feel like, oh, the bounce back is so strong, we're so resilient, da 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 da. That's so egocentric. Y'all are thinking about yourselves. You're not thinking about, like, community. Where is the community? What is wrong? How can we act like we're coming together as a community without respect to the feelings of the people who were affected as a community? A second line don't do that. It's a celebration of life, yeah, but we could have had the celebration. It's a celebration of life, yeah, but we could have had that celebration and kept that bitch close. Like, that's a big thing. We could have kept it closed. We could have, like, hold on. Have you all the way? I'm not done. This far? Does anybody feel me? If you do, please leave a comment. Please tell me that I'm not tripping. If anyone watching this has been affected by this, has lost a loved one, or a loved one has been hurt, or if you yourself, I don't know if you'll be watching this, if in the future you watch this and you were like, yeah, Brianna, shit's fucked up, I got hurt, I'm so sorry. I hope nobody that I know got hurt. I really don't know. I've checked on one person. My brain is not clocking people to check on right now. I'm not like I'm not aware. As I'm made aware of people in my brain, I'll check on people who I think would have even been in that area, but I don't feel like I know people that would have been out there, like, talking about it. Not even that I don't know them, like, talking about it, but like, how you doing, love? But like, I don't think that anybody I know would have been out there in that area, like, talking about it, because there's not a lot to do. I'm surprised that it was as many local people as it was, because that's a tourist area. Some local people would be like young people that like hang out on the corners and shit, from what I noticed. And like, they got vendors that be on that corner. But it's a pass through, and then people like checking out the shops like Spencer's, and they checking out the clubs like strip clubs and shit, you know. And then they got, how the fuck did he get all the way to the Royal Sonesta, bruh? It don't make no fucking sense even to me. Like, I can't, like, I be down here, y'all. And like when did I see the video? The video was explained to me of him turning, and I think I saw a part of it, maybe, but I definitely saw that bitch stopped, smashed in front of the fucking blue awnings of the Royal Sonesta. And I was like, what? I knew somebody was coming. You know what I'm saying? Okay. Oh, okay, sit down. Good to know. Saw that too? Damn, okay. But, like, how? I'm not even gonna ask how. It's a little important of how, but like, god dang. Oh my goodness. My nerves. My nerves. Brian, you have a lot to say. What are you going to do about it? I don't fucking know. I don't know if I can. I'm talking about it for sure. At least I can reach the people who will watch this video. And then maybe think about it in a different way. If they're thinking about it like, yeah, we bounce back. Maybe they'll think like, you know what? Maybe she has a point. Maybe. Hopefully this reaches at least one person who can understand what I'm saying. At least one, you know? Hold on. I do not want to ride down this rickety ass street. I don't. So you know what? I'm gonna ride down the street.
I need to get me on. You don't want the load. My leg is hard.
People really be coming down here, excuse me, to celebrate and party, have a good time, with live your best life energy. But you know, it ain't all it's cracked up to be all the time. And is that really live your best life energy? Celebrating, yes. Getting shit faced? I don't know. I think there's more, I think there are greater ways to live your best life, but that is coming from me. I cannot lie and say that, you know, being drunk is not a good feeling. I can't say it. Like, being drunk is a horrible feeling. I have not experienced it in like almost 2 years. And, you know, there are times, I don't think there are times when I want to get drunk anymore. I never really wanted to get drunk. I would get drunk, but that was not my intention all the time. You know? I like to get buzzed. I am not a blackout person. I am not a throw up person. Okay, if I can't handle my liquor, I shouldn't be drinking it. And very much so, like, I was very much about being sober-minded, even when I was drunk. Like I was a person that was very much so, like, I can handle my alcohol, and I am going to be the most functional motherfucker out here. We out? Alright. We gotta go back to the car? Alright. We going to this place? Alright. Tell me I'm lying. Who's been out with me? Tell me I'm lying. On it. Okay? Functional. The mother. Okay? Okay, I'm not a loose. I'm not a loose. No, I'll be like I loose as a loose, don't get me started. But I'm not like. Is that so normal? Let's go with the water park.
Go around.
Whatever.
Yeah.
Thank you, guys. Hey there. Yeah. Oh yeah. Where are you block? Okay. Let's get off this thing now in just a second. Anyway. Anyway, I'm at where I gotta go. I may hop back on here and talk some more, or I may just wait till I get home. I'm where I gotta go. I don't know if that recorded or not. I will talk to y'all later. I may talk more on my story, or I may do another video when I get home. Possibly, you know, after I review this, we'll see what it looks like. But yeah, I hope y'all heard me. Like literally could hear me over the traffic and stuff. But I also hope that you heard me. I hope that you listened. I hope that you stayed for the whole thing. I hope that you were patient with what I was saying. I'm sorry if I offended anyone, but I hope that you feel me and that share it. If you feel me, share it. And let's talk about it, because the government can do shit, but when we as people come together and decide on shit, we decide to boycott shit, we decide to be like, I'm not going to participate because that's fucked up. They notice. They don't always notice, because you know they pay attention to the tourists more, but they do notice something. Let me know how you feel. Talk to me in the comments. If you watch all the way, I love you. I'll talk to y'all later. Bye.